Thank you for choosing Freedhome. Before you take your vehicle, we'd like you to watch the following short video, which will show you important information about its operation, whether you're camping at a site or wild camping. The videos explain levelling of the vehicle, which is important for efficient use of the shower, wash-hand basin and fridge, how to connect the utilities, gas, water, electricity, operation of the heating, hot water, TV, and also emptying of the toilet. You will find these videos on a memory stick, connected to the TV, which you can view at any time at your leisure. Finally, the vehicle must be returned in a clean and tidy condition, with all internal surfaces wiped down. A charge will be applied if the inside is not returned in the condition it was rented. We will wash the outside of the vehicle. While the motorhome looks rather large, it's actually not much wider than an ordinary car. The exterior mirrors are the widest part of the vehicle. When reversing, ask your passenger to walk and guide you. Explain to them that you can only see them if they can see you in the mirrors. Open both front windows so you can hear them. And remember, you can also see them in the rear overhead camera. It's important to make sure the vehicle is level. This is crucial to ensure the fridge works correctly and for the correct drainage of the shower tray and sink. More importantly, it can make sleeping uncomfortable. Inside the rear locker you'll find ramps for levelling, a cable for connecting to site electricity, and a hose pipe for filling the water tank. 2 levelling ramps are located in the rear locker. These can be used to lift one end or alternatively one side. Make sure you drive slowly onto the ramp. Again, have a passenger guide you, and once level, apply the handbrake and leave the vehicle in first gear. To connect the electricity supply, take the orange cable and you must make sure it's fully unwound. Take one end to the camp supply. Connect the other end to the vehicle. And ensure the excess cable is neatly stored under the vehicle, as shown. At the site electricity point, connect the van to the supply, push in, and twist to the right. You're now connected. To fill the water tank, you'll need to unlock and remove the water tank filler cap, unravel the hose, and insert one end into the vehicle fresh water filler hole. At the site water supply, use the supplied plastic connector and connect your hose. You can either fill the tank until you see water coming out of the filler cap on the vehicle, or keep an eye on the tank capacity inside on the vehicle control panel. The gas tank compartment should be kept locked at all times. To turn on the supply, twist the top valve anti-clockwise to open. Again, make sure you lock the door and ensure the vents are never covered. So you've got the outside of your vehicle set up. It's time to turn our attention now to the inside. We're going to be looking at the main control panel, which controls the water, the heating, the lighting, and you can either watch the video again if you've got any issues, or you can refer to your Freedhome user manual for this particular vehicle. Now, this is the main control panel. Don't worry, it may look a little daunting, but in a few minutes you'll find your way around it, no problem. First thing you're going to do is switch the main power on. There we go, simple as that. Next thing, let's power on the inside lights with this button. All will come on with this switch, and you'll be able to go round and switch off and on all the lights as you choose with the cabin wall switches. Next, we'll turn on our water pump with this switch. This will control the water to the shower, wash-hand basins and the toilet. Now, you may wish to turn this off at night time, as it does regulate itself every hour, which may unsettle you if you're a light sleeper. Talking of water, let's push this button and see how much we've got left in the tank, currently at 66%. And as that percentage drops, you'll need to put more water in the tank via the fill cap outside. Let's have a look at the temperature on the inside with this button. Currently a very pleasant 24 degrees inside. Please note that B2 selects the leisure battery, which will power the inside of the motorhome when it's not connected to an external power supply. If B2 is running low, simply switch on the vehicle engine, and after about 10 to 15 minutes, the leisure battery will be fully charged again. You should never use B1 to power the inside of the vehicle, as this will drain the main engine battery and you won't be able to start the vehicle. Now let's turn our attention to the heater and hot water control unit. You'll see the time on the display and the symbol indicating we're currently connected to an external electricity supply. The first thing we want to do is push the center button, and we're met with a lot of symbols. You only need to be concerned with those on the top row. The lower ones are for service engineers only. So, first one, flashing top left is a flashing motorhome symbol. I'm going to push the big button once, and you'll see by turning this dial, we're able to adjust the inside temperature. I'm going for 20 degrees today, and I'll push the big button again to confirm my choice. This takes us back to the main display, and using the round button we can turn it to the next symbol. Push the big button, and by turning the button here, we can select our hot water temperature, either 40 or 60 degrees. And by the way, at any point if you want to go back to the main menu, just push the back key, which is here, and that will take you back. Turning the big button to the next symbol, we're selecting our power. If you're connected to a camp supply, EL1 is for summertime and EL2 for wintertime. And you can also select gas if you're not connected to a camp supply. Push the button to confirm and turn again to our next symbol. This is for the fan that pumps the heating or cooling throughout the inside of the vehicle. Push the big button and you have two options, Eco Mode or High. We're confirming on Eco. Push the back switch and we're back to our main time screen and you're all set up. This is your control panel for the fridge and freezer. All you're going to do to switch it on is push this button and hold it down until the light goes red. When the red light goes off, you'll see the green display lighting here, showing that we're running on external electricity and it's set to 3 bars automatically. You can of course increase or decrease the temperature depending on your own personal preference. When the vehicle is moving, it will run off the vehicle battery. And when you're parked up, if you're not connected to an external electricity supply, you will need to select the gas mode. To do this, hold down this button until the power source flashes. Then, use the right arrow key to select gas mode, push the button to confirm your selection, and again the fridge temperature, confirm, simple. It's worth noting that the fridge will work straight away if you're on a campsite with electricity. If you're wild camping and the fridge will be running on gas, it will take about 15 minutes before it starts working. To change the toilet cassette, unlock and open the compartment door. Put your fingers under the yellow latch, lift the latch and gently slide out of the compartment. If on a campsite, take to the waste emptying location. Unscrew the yellow cap, as shown. Push the yellow button and empty the cassette. If you're not on a campsite, you can do this at motorway service stations in the toilets. Screw on the yellow cap. And to rinse the cassette, slide back the panel on the top and turn the yellow knob, allowing you to dispense some water inside. Turn the knob again to close and slide the panel shut. Unscrew the cap and pour contents into the waste area, replacing the cap afterwards. As courtesy to other campers, be sure to rinse the emptying location before returning to your vehicle. Once there, simply slide the cassette back in, close and lock the door, and remember to place one of the blue powder sachets into the toilet. Now it's time to get the TV up and running, and it is worth bearing in mind that depending where you're camping around the UK, you may get fewer or more TV channels depending on the area that surrounds the campsite. Also worth bearing in mind that if your vehicle isn't connected to an outside electricity supply, you can use the 12-volt adapter lead, and you'll be able to plug this in just below the 3-pin socket on the wall. To get the television up and running, very easy to do so. Just simply flick the rocker switch underneath and you'll see the LED turns to red in the bottom right hand corner. Next, on the remote control, the top round button right there at the very top, the red one, you're going to push that down and hold it. Don't just push it once, hold it and point it at the TV and you will see that that red LED light will change to blue. Now, depending on where you are around the country, you'll probably need to retune the TV. Don't be put off by this, it's very, very straightforward and easy to do. Below the OK button and the arrows, there's a little red button there. It says AQT on it. Again, push, hold, point at the television set, and once this menu appears, all you do is push the OK button. Get yourself a brew on, it'll take about 5 or 6 minutes, and when you come back it will be all tuned in and ready to watch. Worth pointing out as well that there is a source button on this TV. Now the source button will take you to other options such as DVD, AV, HDMI and USB. To change the gas cylinder, first turn the gas supply off by turning the top valve in a clockwise direction. Unscrew the connection between the vehicle and cylinder, again in a clockwise direction. Undo the straps and remove the cylinder. The new cylinder is installed by simply reversing the process, ensuring you unscrew and remove the valve stopper first. Place the cylinder in the compartment and secure with the straps. Connect the cylinder to the vehicle by screwing in the black connector in an anti-clockwise direction. And turn on the supply by opening the top valve, again in an anti-clockwise direction. And of course, make sure this compartment is locked afterwards. When leaving the campsite, it's important to empty your dirty water tank. Simply park over the wastewater grate, pull the lever as shown, and push back in place once all the water has drained. Please remember that the vehicle must be returned in a clean and tidy condition, with all internal surfaces wiped down. A charge will be applied if the inside is not returned in the condition it was rented. Please make sure that the toilet is returned clean, empty and recharged. We will wash the outside of the vehicle. Thank you for watching. Remember, you can watch these individual videos again on the TV by selecting the source button and scrolling down and selecting USB. Thank you for watching and enjoy your adventure.